trees, trees, and tree planting, the focus of the 2021 climate gatherings in Glasgow, Scotland, and not the United Kingdom. Well, is tree planting was just the answer? We'll get over it. What is not addressed is the despicable cultivation, reckless cultivation, or rubbishing of our global village by multinational corporations in the so-called third world nations. Big corporations that bulldoze and leave the naked soil and environment around the so-called third world nations, from the Congo, from Sierra Leone, from Colombia, from Brazil, from the indigenous areas of North America and beyond. That's not spoken about at the World Forum, because at the World Forum there's been too much of Black Russian. When I say Black Russian, I mean the alcoholic Black Russian. Russian is missing, but definitely Black Russian is in the mix, because that is what all of the delegates are having for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Black Russian. And for Russia and China not to be present due to another makeshift cold or warm war, as it used to say, Cold War, it's not just reckless, it's criminally masterminded. You can't be playing politics, and no one is saying that if China and Russia do not come to that confused gathering, we are going to stop doing business with them. And of course, China and Russia are not the culprit or the only culprit. The same braggadocious photo op speakers are behind this global saga of climate green grass or green gas, as they say. But yeah, lest we forget that all of we ordinary citizens are willfully blinded, because we are the shareholders of these same multinational corporations that hold license to rubbish our world, digging for diamonds, because we all want diamond rings, diamond chains, the bling bling bling, and the hip rapatas have ventured into the diamond, blood diamond. They're digging and bulldoze everything, and we are talking about tree planting. When even the Congo, home of one of the largest deposits of rainforest, toilet paper is a war. In most of these countries, the trees are bulldozed, not just chopped. So you can't be blaming natives for chopping down trees when multinational corporations are bulldozing and taking every piece of soil out of those lands. Land, who owns the land? Land. It is time to stop the propaganda's gibberish at these conferences. I wonder if a conference like this can be held inside the bosoms of Congo or Timbuktu, where all the trees were chopped down. If you rewind and look at Europe's industrialization, every tree was chopped, and we don't talk about it. Yes. Give me 6 million reasons how to end hunger, was proclaimed by the purported richest man in the world, and rightly so. All these so-called Western NGOs eat and go, and their baggage of civil society organizations, if they give them 6 billion or 6 trillions, it will just enhance their SUV, air-conditioned, first-class hotel and first-class flights to the destitute of the so-called people that they represent. Whether it's $150 trillion that is poured in the United Nations or the UN Nations program, these elites will go chop because they will pay consultants, expatriates, discoverers to do the digging, but nothing comes out. Yes, we've seen the hopeless yesteryears of we are the world, let them know it's Christmas. Where did those money go? Getting laid by vulnerable people, abusing and using this very so-called philanthropist donors' money. Yes, until we stop the suffocation of these so-called Western NGOs and civil societies, braggadocios, then definitely we'll all be drinking Black Russian. I say Black Russian because it is confused the likes of Donald Trump, Uhuru Kenyatta, and all these former or present presidents who do not want to quit power, but are confusing us. So, for us to regain our world, we have to curtail and control all these so-called multinational corporations that are chopping down and bulldozing old age trees. And I would be remiss not to deal with the ranting mayors. Mayors who think they can disown their home government and depend on what they purportedly call diaspora support of foreign donors. They are as confused as the head of states that think only tree planting will take care of our global warming and environmental disaster. Try to unpoliticize your city politics so that you can provide public transportation, drinking water. Water is key to the development and the regaining of our continent, our global continent, which is the environment. Water plenty, but people are not drinking. And water is the source of our mental health. Mental health is wealth. So as you wrap up the 2021 Glasgowizing, remember that tree chopping, tree bulldozing is what is at the heart of the matter. Tree planting is important, but if you plant after you bulldoze old century trees that are the source of oxygen and protection of our land, then you're building a mansion on a bed of sandy soil, or building your mansion on a hilltop. You'll be flushed away. Wake up and let's all be a party to the regreening and retransformation, and let us hold all these corporate criminals and tormentors responsible. And to you, the shareholders, wake up and put our environment first before profit.